start the match. All glory to God. This match was actually asked a couple times. I only have one person here that I'm going to post right here on the screen. It was requested like 3 times, but shout out to DJ Wildheart. After I seen it, I said, man, let me go ahead and do this. Can you post Mox versus Bandido? I got you. This is it right here. Now, I did watch the match, so I'm not going to really do any reaction. I'm just going to let y'all watch most of the match. There's going to be some spots that I already know about, but, you know, hey, we're going to keep it in. And then we're going to actually give this guy a spotlight as well. GHXST416. He said, I watch WWE because I hate wrestling. I watch WWE because I hate watching wrestling. I don't know, but this was stupid fire. I know Swerve, but I didn't know the other guy, which you was talking about Will Ospreay. But I like him now. Now I'm trying to watch more AEW. Can you tell me the most lit matches for a first time? I appreciate it. Now, if y'all go into that comment section, I already dropped down some matches for him to watch. I told him to come back after he watches some of those. If y'all have some more information, more matches that y'all would like for this guy to watch, give him some love as well. And look, one more thing before I start this match. You know, I really don't be talking when it comes to these matches. I just let it flow, and I talk while the matches are going on. I need y'all to do one thing for me. Obviously, y'all been showing a lot of love this week. Appreciate that. Been reading the comments back and forth with y'all. Some have been, most have been positive, been some negative things as well. I mean, it's going to happen. A lot of people don't like AEW. That's understandable. But it's a ton of people that do like AEW. But that's one thing I do need y'all to do, because this week is huge for AEW. Spring break or beach break. If y'all want to see all the matches, I'm talking about the Casino Gauntlet, the World Championship, and Konosuke Takeshi and Kyle Fletcher, I need at least one person that watches this video between now and Wednesday to become a member. I only got one guy that's a member. I appreciate that. Shout out to him. I forgot his name, but shout out to him. He be watching videos. But I need somebody, at least one more person to become a member. If not, I will only post one of those videos for Wednesday. I need at least one person to become a member. Hey man, I do be posting these videos on the run in a sense. Shout out to guys, shout out to AEW, because you never know. But and I be playing on the whole video too. So yeah, I need at least one person to become a member. So let's go ahead and get into the video though. Appreciate all the love and support. Let's go.
IWGP Heavyweight Champion circled around Forbidden Door a couple years ago against Tetsuya Naito. Jon Moxley is a fighting champion and a man who is looking to put results on the board for the AEW Continental title on the line tonight.
Every time he competes, Moxley sets an example as the leader of the Death Riders. Talk about the heart and the soul of Bandido. There's a lot of charity work in his hometown, Mexico City, where he runs a gym and gives free lessons and shows for those that can't afford it. A true hero and inspiration against his inspiration, perhaps.
It'll be a huge honor for Bandido to return home with the AEW Continental Championship in tow, but easier said than done as a collar and elbow tie-up. First touch in this match.
You know, we're going to be talking about the Death Riders a lot, not just throughout this match, but in our upcoming matchup for the IWGP Global Heavyweight title. And I think Jon Moxley really trying to set the stage for Pac when he challenges Shota Umino later on here tonight.
Shota Umino, former protege of Jon Moxley, by some accounts the very first Death Rider, but he was cast out, not so gently, by Gabe Kidd 2 weeks ago. As Moxley breaks down the vertical base of Bandido to the mat. Bandido, though, up into a bridge. And Nigel allowing himself to pivot around and then find his feet.
Yep, creating a little bit of space from the Continental Champion. As Moxley, I don't want to say apathetic, but very cautious, very slow-moving and methodical. He knows how capable Bandido is when the pace quickens. We'll see what he does with this. He takes aim.
Well, Nigel, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know Jon Moxley to have much experience in the world of Lucha Libre.
You know, you might be right there.
And Jon Moxley has competed in Mexico. But
Wait a second.
most of the time when he's competing in Mexico, it resembles more of a Death Rider match than it does something you'd see on a typical Friday night in Arena Mexico.
That speaks to Moxley and his MO. Whatever match he's in, he tries to make it his style of match, and that's a smart decision from a veteran.
Side headlock taken. Bandido comes in, the shoulder tackle. Moxley allows the challenger to just basically bounce off of him. Now, Moxley splits the uprights. A little bit of...
Real feeling out process. Early goings here. This is interesting.
Drawing the proverbial line in the sand to Bandido. Bandido crosses the line with an overhand chop.
Is this Bandido's right strategy? Try to exchange strikes with one of the most violent and dangerous men to ever step in an AEW ring.
Nigel, it's a great point. Jon Moxley is a psychological mastermind. We know Bandido to be the type to go 1,000 miles a minute when he gets the opportunity to. You're not going to be able to move 1,000 miles a minute with shots like this coming your direction.
Moxley allowing or inviting Bandido to play Moxley's game. And Bandido, as talented of a wrestler as he is, I'm not sure he can weather a prolonged storm from Moxley. As Moxley now changing levels, shots to the body, trying perhaps to get Bandido to drop his hands, but instead it's Bandido with the drop kick. And Moxley to the outside, no. Bandido pivots there, and Moxley comes back around, drop kick to the knee, sends Bandido down to the floor. And now it's Moxley. Whoa! Tope suicida. Perhaps
that's better than most people.
Time he spent in Arena Mexico, Nigel.
Yeah, well, it's interesting, isn't it? Moxley turned the match into his style, making it about strikes. And then when he got the advantage, almost took one out of the playbook of his opponent, Bandido. There's Tope through the middle there, but wait a second.
Bandido.
Look how quick that was. Hey.
His own.
I remember seeing that a lot. I remember seeing it when it happened. Like, damn, he just
is
rolling
a
back in the
blinking, you'll
ring.
miss
He
him
must have
type
rolled
of
and
athlete.
he started
You cannot
running.
turn your back on the Ring of Honor World Champion.
And Bandido could be adding another belt to his collection, another championship, if this match continues at this rate. Talked about how Moxley wants to slow this match down. He cannot match the pace of Bandido. Bandido charging in. Oh! Moxley, both boots into the chest of Bandido and shut him down.
Excalibur, what I tell you earlier, moves 1,000 miles a minute. You're not going to be able to stop him unless you take shots like that.
Moxley sends Bandido out to the floor. Anytime the action starts heading in this direction, it gets a little tense, Nigel.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, stop a lot of your
You
momentum.
Bandido might be a little tense.
That will stop a lot of your momentum, bro.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. That man put all that in the air and
Either way,
2 feet.
The tension is beginning to rise. Oh no, what's Moxley thinking of it? Yep. Pile driver on the steps. We've done it before.
Moxley employed this before, the pile driver on the steps. If Moxley is able to land this.
He ain't put his hands up like he ain't do nothing. That should be funny, bro.
Playground, and now Jon Moxley has no problem taking the attention back inside the ring.
Man, we just seen you do that.
And even though this is a Continental Championship match, everyone is banned from ringside. Nigel, Jon Moxley there, as vicious as it was, simply employed a part of the environment here.
Yeah, to his benefit. And look at Moxley now. If he's just staying warm, limber, having fun.
And referee Aubrey Edwards on the outside conversing with Bandido, seeing if he is able to continue after. Oh no, Bandido. Oh gosh. Bandido, the steps opening up a laceration on his head. Can't tell if it's above the mask or oh no. Moxley biting the head of Bandido.
Moxley was intimating that there was something in the air. There certainly is.
And now tearing at the mask of Bandido. I can tell you from experience, gentlemen, that if the wound is inside the mask, that is worst case scenario for Bandido, because then it starts bleeding down into your eyes more freely than the other way around.
Jon Moxley has long
This
been
man
considered
Moxley,
a sick, twisted bastard. The
Different.
proof is on your television screens as we speak right now.
Is Moxley now tearing at the mask of Bandido?
What the hell is this? You gotta be kidding me.
I'm not sure what he was trying to do right there. Because even when I was watching live, I'm like, well, what is he doing?
That is not.
I don't know if he was trying to fix it.
Here in AEW.
Jon Moxley is a man with
I don't know
no
if he tried to rip it for real. I don't know what.
no boundaries whatsoever. It's that dark charisma that has enticed many people to follow him in the Death Riders.
Just be talking so much.
Bandido struggling to get upright, and perhaps will have to struggle keeping his mask in place as well. It's a battle that he cannot afford to fight on two fronts, Nigel.
It really weakens the Ring of Honor World Champion. A luchador's mask is sacrosanct. His anonymity, some would say it gives him his power, his strength, his belief.
But I mean, it's not just about that, Nigel. It's also about respecting tradition, not just of lucha libre, but of Mexican heritage, Mexican culture. And it's something that Bandido is very proud of, but something that Jon Moxley perhaps is looking to take away from his challenger.
Bandido, actually a fourth generation star. Here's a cover. Nope, nope.
Instead, Moxley just lining up those knuckles, targeting that laceration on the head of Bandido.
I truly believe somewhere in the mind of Jon
You
Moxley,
hear
he's
the
thinking
term
that
playing
Bandido would
big
make
fool, this is
a
what
hell of a
somebody-
Death
this is
Rider
what
in a
Moxley
different
does.
universe. But Bandido has chosen, I mean, a walk of life that looks nothing like this. There's no reason. And Jon Moxley needs to be laying in these egregious shots here.
Using the forearms, the elbows to try to widen that laceration and force more blood to leave the head, the body of Bandido.
I think it was perhaps the respect that Bandido had for Jon Moxley that led him to follow the breadcrumbs, if you will, to this type of match. He's given Moxley a clear advantage. Wide open. Count along, if you will. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Cinco.
Watch out. He's going to sink the champion.
Oh, Moxley continuing to land more shots. That interview I mentioned earlier, Bandido said Jon Moxley can't kill my fighting spirit. Moxley certainly appears to be attempting to, at least, but Bandido
Tossed him.
Moxley across the ring.
Now Bandido. As he was being willed on by everybody here in San Jose. Instead of being able to follow up, first watch the impact. But what you didn't see is after that, Bandido slow to follow up because he had to adjust his mask to try to protect his anonymity.
But Moxley, once again, using those elbow strikes to the top of the head and biting.
Come on!
This is disgusting. Well, that's the man that the AEW Continental Champion is.
He's an animal. It's a pig.
Bandido.
Beautiful sky twister from Bandido. Takes Moxley down, and Bandido follows up.
Found himself. Hold up.
Now as the pace quickens,
Hold up.
Moxley finds himself on the defensive. Bandido.
All right, his time. 10 beats.
Moxley as the challenger off. Bandido answers with a drop kick. But Nigel, as more blood leaves the body of Bandido, oxygen, breathing is harder to come by for the challenger.
That's exactly right. Blood carries that ever vital oxygen to the muscles, which then have to propel the body forward.
Bandera. Oh no, it's down.
What a shining
Comes
visit.
in,
That was
knee
nice.
strike. Cover made. 2.
Eesh.
Moxley able to kick out.
Not the best technique when it comes to a pinning attempt, but you can understand why. To your point, Excalibur. Now the challenger got to start to be feeling a little bit lightheaded.
I think the one advantage that Bandido may have is the fact that you brought up that he trains in Mexico City, far, far above sea level where we are here today in San Jose. So perhaps a little better condition than the champion.
Wow. What from Bandido? But that conditioning can get you.
And to the top with ease.
Hey, did you see how he jumped on that rope?
On the climb. On the move.
Shout out to Eddie, Frostware. Oh,
wasting too much time. And Moxley greets him with
jump on that rope. He didn't jump. He jumped on the side.
It may look
that was
like
tough.
a brawler and a street fighter alone, but Moxley, one of the smartest competitors to ever compete in the squared circle.
And that blood that is on the head and body of Jon Moxley does not belong to him. That is the blood of Bandido.
That blood for Jon Moxley, though, is going to serve as a life force no matter who it belongs to here at Excalibur.
It most certainly seems Moxley gets awakened by the smell, the taste of blood, whether it's his or his opponent. And now Moxley charging in. Boot to the face, but Bandido answers one of his own.
Raising blow. A little bit more on top.
Yeah, Moxley connected firm with that one. Bandido, though, steals himself. Swing under underneath. German suplex. Bandido with an opening. If he can capitalize.
Wait a second, look where Moxley is. Oh,
Bandido, 21 plugs, but got knocked out of his boots by Jon Moxley. Now Moxley, the double underhook.
Damn, he used the Death Rider quickly. He normally used the paradigm shift.
1, 2, 3. No!
Ooh. Normally use paradigm shift, then Death Rider. Going Death Rider first is tough.
Spirit of Bandido, it's on display tonight in San Jose.
I'd like to take another look. That high impact right on the back of the neck across the shoulders of the challenger, and Moxley takes aim once again.
Bandido drawing on those reserves, the fighting spirit as he called it. How much more does he have left? Can Moxley empty the tank? Not often you see someone survive a Death Rider, Nigel. But Moxley, perhaps with something more sinister in store for the challenger.
It's usually people on the inside, on the middle rope, who are looking for the offensive maneuver. Moxley on the outside, and oh no, he's got to be. He is looking for a Death Rider of sorts.
I think Moxley looked over his shoulder at the steel steps that are still out of place on the floor.
We talked about no compunction. Moxley is willing to end a man's career. Oh no, and now biting back.
Bandido
is embodying that Moxley spirit. There is a Death Rider energy burning deep.
Oh boy.
Bandido, Moxley. On the top. What is Bandido?
Precipitous.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
That was tough. Bandido got some. Hey, Bandido got some real strength on that man. Hey, that's tough.
1, 2.
Ooh. That's tough.
To escape. Moonsault and battery. The charges did not stick. What a moment for Bandido
so
tonight.
Fast. Yeah,
Decision still hangs in the balance. Take a look at this. A big risk, but it certainly pays off.
He about to, he's leaning as he's
the body weight of Bandido driven.
And the fact that he said, you know, I'm gonna do a moonsault while I'm still picking you up.
Doing what would otherwise be natural, pulling himself up with the assistance of the ropes, but in doing so, puts himself in jeopardy as Bandido looking for 21 plex, but now he's slipped. I believe the blood from Bandido caused him to slip over the body of Jon Moxley. Now Moxley dragging Bandido through the ropes. Boy, Bandido counters. The roll up, the rope through, but no, Moxley transitions around.
Doggedly gripping Rear naked choke, now the bulldog choke.
Jon Moxley, the Bulldog, cinched in tight. Bandido could be fading rapidly here.
Moxley's got to try to drive forward with his hips. If he lets his opponent back to his feet, that's going to give Bandido plenty of leverage to get out of this hold.
Now the crossface shots.
Hey.
On the bridge of the nose of Bandido. Moxley once again strengthens his grip. Strengthens his hold on his challenger, Bandido. We could be witnessing that fighting spirit fade and be extinguished by Jon Moxley. But look at Bandido, though, carrying the weight of the champion.
Bro. Grown man on your back, bro. You just picking this man. He's lifted up like with ease.
Bandido somehow, some way carrying Moxley. Well, trapped in the grip and now.
He prayed to God before he did that. That's tough.
And Bandido actually got tighter in. The full body scissors, that's it, is out.
It's done.
Hey, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Continue to keep doing what y'all doing, man. Showing love. Like I said, man. We need one person to become a member this week so I can show y'all all the matches on Wednesday. I'm probably gonna show y'all one person to become a member. Already got one member. Let's see if we can get another. Appreciate all the support, man. All glory to God.
Against 99 other men, he would have escaped.